Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609. I'm in Upper Canyon Ruidoso again. Why? Because it occurred to me that if I'm going to build me a cabin in Llano, that at some point I may get rid of my RV, my motorhome, my Class C, and come out here in the summers and rent a cabin. So what I thought I would do is come in here and look at some cabins. The first ones I was going to look at is called Shadow Mountain Lodge and Cabins, but guess what? They only rent by the day or week. They do not rent by the month. And so she suggested that I take my cowboy hat and get the hell out of her office. No, I'm kidding. That I get on the internet and check out some stuff. So I'll do that. But what I'm doing now is I'm just looking at location to see what areas I might like. Now this again is Upper Canyon, Ruidoso, New Mexico. There are a few cabins in here, but they're mainly owned by individuals. There's one called the River Deck. I have to remember that. It said vacancy, but those are probably by the night. A lot of these are by the night. And actually a lot of them are also 2 bedrooms. There's not many that are 1 bedrooms. But what I thought, again, here's one. This is called Ruidoso Lodge Cabins. Do they have an office? I'll catch them on the way back. But anyway, yeah, I'm just looking right now at areas. Is this convenient? Yeah, the good thing about this particular area is it's not far from the downtown shopping area. Okay, I mean, I could actually walk downtown and get something to eat. Or is this halfway straight? Probably not. Anyway, we'll go on, Rusty. So, yeah, the plan is to come out here, rent a place by the month. I was thinking about maybe going back to Taos and doing it, but this might even be, it might be a little less expensive than Taos. Not that it's going to be that much different, but maybe a little bit. But it's also an area that I'm familiar with now, and I like predictability, as you know. And not that I'm not familiar with the Taos area also, but this works because you've got Capitan 20 minutes away. I can go over there and go to the Smoky Bear, or what do they call it, Smoky's grocery store, and go to the deli. Now here's one for sale here. You know, and actually you can buy a condo. I saw some condos on the internet, 1 bedrooms for $69,000. You know, that's not cheap, I guess. But, and let me tell you, there is a little trick in that though. Whenever you buy a condo or a townhome, be aware that there is going to be a homeowners association fee or a maintenance fee or something that is in addition to that. And sometimes that can be pretty damn high. So if you're ever thinking about buying you a condo or apartment or whatever townhouse, be careful, because that can really be expensive. But anyway, I'm just kind of getting a feel for this area. The thing that it concerns me a little bit is, you know, this is a forest and a lot of pine trees, obviously. So one thing is the cell phone signal kind of goes in and out. You know, you'll take a turn and it goes away, and you go a little bit farther and it's back again. And that's one thing. Then the other thing that I was a little bit concerned about was that pine sap from the pine trees getting all over the car. You know, that just happens, I guess. And this is the Ruidoso River here, I think. Came by here the other day and there was horses here. I'm going to pull over here. There's one guy right on my bumper like he's in some kind of hurry. Now, speed on, baby. So here we go again. No problem. It says no trespassing there. Load from road. The river is private property. Whoa, I didn't know that. The river is private property. Interesting. So moving right along here, that kind of is my semi-plan, is to get me a cabin built in Texas, and then for my travel itch and to get out of the heat in the summers, if I really need to, but as I get older, the heat doesn't seem to bother me as much. We'll see. But if I need to, then I can come out here or somewhere and rent me a cabin by the month, which will probably be, I don't know, for a inexpensive cabin somewhere, 1,000 a month probably, or in that 1,200. I know in Taos, I checked last year, and it was like 1,800 a month. I ain't gonna pay that. That's out. There's one for sale. It's a home though. The other day when I came by here, there was absolutely no cars on this road, and then today there's cars. But the speed limit's 20. I'm going 20. You know, you would think that would be okay. But you know, when they get right up on your bumper, you know what I mean. But yeah, I think there's a dead end down here, or maybe I'm on another street. Pretty area. It is. If you like pine trees and mountains, it's pretty nice. Got a nice little stream. So, it is. This is the dead end I was on the other day. So we'll go down here and turn around. I don't know why this guy's right on my bumper. I mean, he ain't going anywhere. So, always thinking ahead, I thought, well, I better get over there and get this done, because when I get back to Texas, and then I decide I want to come out here, I'm going to say, man, you should have checked out some places before you left Capitan. You're right there in the middle of it. I don't think there's any places to rent in Capitan, like cabins, and I don't think there's any in Carrizozo either. There might be some in I don't have, but if I'm going to go somewhere in the summers, I want to go where it's cool, and that's over 6,000 feet in elevation, and that's the way that goes. But it is a pretty drive. I'm just killing time this morning, and I was looking for something to do. I woke up this morning, I thought, well, what could I do that might also be reasonably productive? And that was to go check these out. There's one for sale, Century 21. I mean, that's a primo piece of property there. I don't know about these. I don't know what would be expensive and not. There's one for sale by Caldwell Bankers. I tell you what's happening here. I see all these for sale signs. That little pandemic kind of stirred up all these Texans, and they're saying, man, let's bail out of this place and go somewhere else. And I imagine that's what's happening. Those little houses right there on right on the river, I wonder if it ever really super floods, you know what I mean, like the Llano River does when it gets out of its bank, the Llano River in Texas. I passed all these little turns, and that guy's still behind me. I'm thinking sooner or later that guy's going to turn. Well, this might be one of those little drives like I'm doing here. This is the guy's got Texas plates, so what it is, people are just driving around and checking stuff out. But it's a fun drive. I mean, why not enjoy it? Let me turn it off a little bit more to the rightish. That's Martin Road, and we're on Main Road. We're at the intersection of Martin Road and Main Road. Pretty neat, huh? Yeah, all these people are up here. Most of the cabins, well, I say that, probably, I don't know, looks like probably 60% of these houses, cabins are occupied. The rest of them look to be pretty well vacant. Here's somebody walking for exercise, which is good. Leave your clothes on, lady. Yo. That's Matilda. Matilda, she can't help it. We ought to be getting to a dead end here in a minute. Or no outlet. But but I'll go all the way to it. Mountain Air Cabins, and that looks pretty interesting. But again, a lot of these are just overnight. You know, they're not by the month. But I think I could find me a fairly neat little spot. And if I like it, then I could come every year. For a few years until I can't come anymore. Whoa. That's all right. She said she was sorry. Yeah, I hear you. Now that you're a hood ornament. That old guy's got him a place out there right on the dead end here. He bought him some privacy right down there. Anyway, we'll let this go a little bit because it's just a nice drive. Leave the camera like this, I guess. Okay, here we go, guys. I got to watch for these kids because they're certainly not looking. So there's the plan. There's another plan. Step out of the RVing game and step into the cabin thing. You like that? We'll see. I still got to get a cabin built, but that's a small little hurdle there. Looks like it might be a little crooked. Whoops. A lot of cabins in here, a lot of homes, and they're pretty. You know, and they're all. A lot of them use wood exteriors and wood interiors, like log cabin type stuff. The place I rented in Taos for a couple of years was really neat, man. It had big beams on the ceiling. It was one bedroom, had a full kitchen, full bath, and a little living area, small one. Had TV, pretty good internet access, not super great, and it was a quarter mile from that, I don't know, was it a condo or what, but it was a quarter mile to the square in Taos, which was really neat, because I could walk down during the day and, chill out. You know, sometimes I would get they would serve, there was one place I could get like a large cup of beer, and I would get me a large cup of beer, and there was another place that sold these pretzels that were they were pretty big actually, health food, you know what I mean. And I'd get me a big cup of beer and a pretzel and go sit in the square and visit with people from all over the world. Really enjoyed it. May do it again. Come think about it. Go to Taos, from Atlanta, Texas to Taos is about 750 miles, 12-hour drive, about. Could do it in 2 days, driving a car. To get here, 2 days. Yeah, just spend one night and then be here. May take 2 nights to get to Taos because I don't want to be in a hurry. Is that a problem? No. Hell, I'd save $300 in gas. I'd pay for the motel rooms coming and going. There's a cat somewhere. I saw it. There it is. Is that a cat? That's a funny looking cat. Well, hello there, dog. Just run into me. The dog trying to push me off the road. Well, ladies and gentlemen, from Upper Canyon, Ruidoso, New Mexico, on a fairly nice day. Temperature shows to be 58, and it is 10:09 New Mexico time. I love this, man. I like just getting out and cruising around, and then go back. I'll get on the laptop and kind of check stuff out. Yeah, come out here for 2 months. What I would do is come out here. The hottest months, or the hottest period in Texas, actually is from, I'd have to say, the first part of July to the first part of September. That's the really hot 60-day period. It can extend on further in September. So if I came out here or Taos, I would plan on 2 months, and I would come out probably mid-July through mid-September. That should just about do it. Pruitt. I was talking to a girl that runs the office for these Shadow Mountain apartments, and she was telling me her son came in and she introduced him and her daughter. Apparently they both work there where she works, but anyway, she's born and raised here in Ruidoso, and her children of course go to school here, and she was talking about sometimes the parents can go eat with the children at school, and she was talking about the junk food they give the kids, you know, things like corn dogs. Is that her right there? Looks like her. That might have been. She was cute, I know that. But be that as it may, yeah, we kind of do that to our children. You know, we serve a McDonald's type food in schools. Pizza, that's a biggie, and then we have Coke machines. Oh, that's wonderful. Loaded with 38 grams, 40 grams of sugar. Yeah, we could make a lot of changes. You know, capitalism leaves a lot to be desired. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end this video here. We're going to cross the private river here. It says, what does it say? Let me see if I can read that again. It says something about the rivers owned by the people. Maybe the river frontage. This is there's some cabins here. Right, you know, being right on the river doesn't really excite me. I mean, does it matter? No. It's good to see people out walking for exercise. Well, the reason they can do that here, you know, like it's 58 degrees. Is that a nice time to go walking? Hello. Yeah, low humidity, 58 degrees. Thank you very much. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, from Upper Canyon, Ruidoso, New Mexico, at 10:12 a.m. Mountain Time, this is Rusty78609 saying, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want, anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you a penny. You know, just click on the link. Well, if you're going to buy something from Amazon, yeah, just use the link, go to Amazon, and buy whatever you want. Amazon takes care of me. Bing, bing, bing. So, yeah. So, what else? Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind. Keep your health, and then you'll want to get out and do stuff with that. So, with that in mind, guys, adios, bye-bye from Ruidoso, New Mexico.